Coming on this fine Friday morning, and we were going to do a clutch on a 2013 Kia Sportage. First thing we need to do, get some light on the job, and we will remove the battery tray and the airbox. Now we've got everything out of the way, we need to undo the engine mount with the 317s, undo the back ones, leave the front one in, because you can come from underneath and do it after. Remove the gear cables, and we'll get the car in the air. Now we've finished under the bonnet, let's take it up to working height and get the front wheels off. Now we've got the wheel off, get your 32mm and undo your centre dry shaft nut. Now we've got all the wheels and everything off, let's get the under trays off. Now we've got all the trays off, we do need to assess the situation and see what we're up against. Ball joints, dry shaft, dog bone bush, intercooler pipe, and then we can make a start on removing the bellows and bolts. Now we've got everything removed that we need to get removed, get your lovely little apprentice, block of wood underneath the sump, get your 17mm on your spanner and undo that last bolt, and the gearbox and engine will drop down. Now we've got the gearbox dropped down out of the chassis, get your extension on your gun, through to your top bellows and wang them out. And there we go, that is a gearbox out, and all we've got to do now is literally just let it down. Look how it spins. People do like that. I don't know how it does it. Magic, I suppose. Anyway, let's get this clutch plate and pressure plate out of the way. Now to remove the clutch kit, get the 10mm on your battery rack here and just wang all the 10mm out. And there we go, that is the old clutch out and a brand new LUK Schaeffler one to go in, and I will only fit LUK because they are awesome quality. Anyway, let's get the clutch plate back on and torque it up. Now that's clutch fitted, we have to torque it up to spec. If you can't hold your flywheel, how I do it, get yourself an Allen key through the bellows and bolt and wedge it up against your flywheel, your ring gear, and then you can torque it up without anything turning. Now let's move around to the gearbox. Now the thrust bearing tube, slide guide, whatever you want to call it, get a bit of scotch pad, give it a bit of a clean and make it look like brand new. Also, just slightly put a little bit of grease on the splines and the thrust bearing and just build it all back up. And then make sure before you put it back in that the thrust bearing isn't going to fall off and it moves ever so freely. And there we go, just like that, the gearbox is back in. I'm not going to bore you building it all back up because it is a bit of a boring job, but I'm hoping to have it done just after lunchtime. Anyway, there we go, it is 90% built back up, but I have run into a problem on the dry shaft. The ABS ring has failed, so I can't put the dry shaft off in and finish it off. Anyway, I need to top the gearbox oil up. When that's done, take it for a test drive. No doubt the clutch will be perfect on it and we'll get it sent. Let's finish Friday off with a top tip again. Let's fit the CV joint. Now we all know that these spring clips are a bit of a nightmare when putting the CV joint back on. But however, get yourself a nice little cable tie. Now I have swapped it for a yellow one so you can see. And all you do is you pull it around your shaft, around the clip as tight as you can. Get your joint. I'm going to try and do this one-handed now if I can. Just hang on. Get it located. And it'll just lock straight on. Simple. And then once the shaft's been, well, the joint's been pushed on, grab your tail end, cut the tie off, and you can finish your job off. Anyway, another top tip for a Friday.